Hello everyone, in this video I'll be showing you the top 5 best assault rifles in Borderlands 4. A lot has changed since this game has came out, with some recent weapons getting buffs, some new assault rifles that are very powerful. I think the assault rifle category of weapons has changed the most out of all of them in Borderlands, so we'll be exploring that in this video. That last weapon was the Mercredi here, but we do have some fun ones, like the bubbles. This is just an honorable mention because, as you see, it is extremely hard to use against Subjugator and Thole. I'm more or less relegating this to the fun category, not merely an honorable mention, but assault rifles, oddly enough, have some of the best throwing weapons in the game, with the laser disker and the chuck both being TDR weapons we just want to throw for that extra damage. That's why they're not making it on the list, because they're very specified to builds like that. You can't really use them on a lot of characters. And another honorable mention is the Oscar Mike on me. It has the space laser or the fire version of it, which can do some insane damage. With this gun, you can shoot the whoop and shoot down a space laser, which against some enemies is pretty nice because it's good for stacking up Groundbreaker. The Oscar Mike can also deal additional 50% bonus damage after the first half of the magazine. In addition to this, the Torglace and Sticky can do some decent damage, but not good enough to put it in our top 5. Previously, I did actually have it in the top 5. Another honorable mention is the Rowdy Rider. This is from Minister Screw from the Bounty Pack one, which is free. This is a good weapon because it's going to add additional ricochets, so you can actually do some pretty comparable damage against some enemies here, but not enough. There's also the new Lockjaw, which comes from Subjugator and Thole the Invincible. On hit, bounces up to 4 nearby enemies. It's okay, it's a Torg weapon, so I enjoy these, but it kind of falls off compared to some of the other ones here. Lucian's Flank used to be pretty decent. It does have a cooldown on the ammo regeneration, and the Aegon's Dream here is another solid option. But our final honorable mention is going to be the Laser Cutter here, which is a Dead Space reference, and it comes with the Jacobs accessory here. Now, it's not going to have Jacobs on all of them, but it is a very solid weapon overall that you can get from Corporal Brennan. Now we're going to showcase all these weapons against Corporal Brennan because Subjugator and Thole the Invincible are a bit challenging to actually showcase them accurately so you can see how powerful they are. But yeah, this weapon is pretty good overall. The Laser Cutter's whole shtick here is it has an alt fire, which lets you shoot in a straight line, horizontal, or vertically, which you can see by the barrel there. It's an okay one. Now into our top 5. Bonnie and Clyde. This weapon received a few different buffs. One of my favorite weapons to throw onto Vex is a kinetic-based weapon. On kill, it grants 150% damage on the gun's other mode and it'll refill its magazine. This makes it a great mobbing weapon as you can keep alternating between them. On a character that does not have infinite ammo, this is really great. And it's also a Jacobs weapon, which means it's pretty good, and it has a fast fire rate as well. Typically, the flow to this weapon is you want to go for a weak mob there, use the shotgun version, and then blast away with the main fire. As you can see, it does pretty considerable amounts of damage there, and then you're going to want to swap it back over to the shotgun version. I'm using an infinite ammo build on Harlow here. This is one that doesn't have very high, like the shotgun is just okay. It's actually a fun shotgun, kind of reminds me of Team Fortress 2, which is cool, but you want to be swapping between these modes, taking out a target, and then using the high damage on the assault rifle version. I'll put this into Ultimate Vault Hunter 7 True Mode so you can get a true idea of what this is all about. So yeah, basically you want to try and get as many mobs cleared with the shotgun, which makes it not that great against Subjugator and Thole the Invincible because they have infinite amounts of health. They have 6 million per pop. So yeah, it's great against others. Like this again is in Ultimate Vault Hunter 7 True Mode here. So yeah, once you get that rolling here, it can do some pretty good stuff. You do want to try and get crits as much as possible. Like I'm playing a Harlow build here, so swapping between the ammo types is essential. The shotgun only has 4 rounds, so that is obviously somewhat of a limiting factor here, but being able to regenerate ammo makes this pretty good because then you can blast away with the assault rifle and get the most out of it, because if you do a typical like 1 reload there, it's going to run out of that 150% damage buff, which just gives it so much power. So yeah, you can see the flow to it there. You want to go take out mobs with the shotgun, swap back to the assault rifle and do its thing. It's a powerful weapon on like Vex in particular, but still good across all Vault Hunters. The highest gun damage on the card it can have is 5,645. The only thing that I'm missing is a little bit of reload speed to make this as perfect as possible, but honestly, very good gun even without that like super minimal amount of min-maxing required. And to get yourself a Bonnie and Clyde is from Directive O here in the this section of the map. Now in fourth place, this is what I actually said to be the best assault rifle whenever the game launched. A power creep has set in. There's actually been a lot of really good assault rifles that have been added to the game, but the Wombo Combo, referencing Smash Brothers, one of my favorite games of all time. This can come with a few different roles, unfortunately no Jacobs, and it's a flat off weapon, so you can use a lot of the different enhancement there to get a good benefit from it. It can come with a COV license mag if you really wanted it, but the big benefit to this is the extra rockets that shoot off. So Red Skill Tree Harlow benefits greatly from this with her neutron capture, because it adds additional percentage of reaction skill damage onto those rockets, letting you melt bosses. Gloam to Glow Cash also takes great advantage of this. It has an insanely fast fire rate. You can see this one here has the 16.5 per second with the Ripper magazine. It comes with 79 rounds. Crazy. This one here without the Ripper parts, 12 per second, 66 rounds. Large magazine, solid damage, and those rockets are great for dealing with vile enemies. Previously, there was not that many great weapons that could deal with vile enemies, and this was the best assault rifle for the job. And here's what it looks like in practice. So yeah, a lot of rockets. This is really fun to use. And again, if you use, I'm not using a red skill tree Harlow, I'm using green to keep things as consistent as possible. So you see all the crit damage. That's the big downside. The rockets that come shooting off of this thing can down you pretty easily if you have something like that happen. But there is the Ripper version of it as well, which I'll show you guys here, which shoots even faster. And you can see it just peppers them full of bullets. It is a strong option, but yeah, it has fallen off. And in Ultimate Vault Hunter 7 True Mode, or especially against Subjugator and Fully Invincible, it's just not as good as some of the others. So that's why we only have it in fourth place. Previously, this was like the assault rifle to deal with any type of vile enemies. Now, there's a lot of other options out there. So it's a good one, but power creep is real, and that's what made the Wombo Combo kind of fall off in certain aspects. You have to have a build that revolves around using it. Right now, I am not. I'm mainly just focusing on showcasing this weapon in its like most raw format here. So yeah, it's a fun weapon. I really enjoy the Wombo Combo. The extra rockets are fun, but you got to watch out for all the amount of times you're going to go down from silly little mistakes like that, because those rockets, especially if you're getting chased by a boss like this, will end up impacting you quite a bit. But those rockets can also help you get second wind, so it's not all bad. It is a fun weapon though. I really enjoy the Wombo Combo, and that's why we have it here in fourth place. And to get yourself a Wombo Combo, you'll come to Ripa Roadbirds here, which is just north on the map here. It's also a decent place to look for pearls. Now in third place, we have the Gomi. I did a full video on this because it's an interesting one. There's so many different parts that can come on it. You see here, this one's got 13k DPS, this one's got 18. I think that this roll, the 18987, is the best possible roll. It can go upwards of 25132 here. I don't like this one because it's a Jacobs weapon, and unlike the Bonnie and Clyde, it's a tap to fire one. So if you like arthritis, the 25k one's perfect for you. Otherwise, Ripper, shotgun loader. Shotgun loader is kind of cheating. It's like turns this into a shotgun, but it's still an assault rifle at its base. Typically, the shotgun loaders in most situations will be the best possible roll, and in this situation, it's still the same. This is currently a random drop, but it's a good one. I'm just gonna mouse over a bunch of different rolls that I have here. Its special effect is it creates a stack of Firestorm per hit, which gives you increased weapon damage by 5%, and reloading will unleash the Firestorm on nearby enemies. This is great if you need a second wind. It can actually be pretty reliable at that. It can come with Jacob parts. I personally like to always have Ripper on it, so it's either Ripper and Jacobs for mobbing, Ripper and Shotgun for bossing. I don't like it without Ripper parts because again, you have to spam it, and that does get a little bit painful after some time. And here it is with the shotgun version. Yeah, I love the tracing pellets that it has going on there. And you can see we're melting this boss in Ultimate Vault Hunter 7 so much faster than the previous weapons. So there is quite a jump here. That's what I was saying. There's quite a big power creep here with the new weapons that have been added. This is a really fun one though. I'm not even elemental magic in the current moment, which means it'll switch over to kinetic damage. So one of the beautiful things about Pearls is that it just is a little bit more forgiving if you don't have like perfect elemental swapping. But having multiple different ammunition types is really nice. You will burn through your ammo unless you are using like a Harlow build here, but yeah, you see it there, it's great. And for comparison's purpose, that was the shotgun. Here is the assault rifle version of it. Still pretty powerful, as you can see. It's great for clearing through mobs, and the beautiful thing about an ammo swapper is against Subjugator and Fully Invincible, there's not a lot of ammo. And if you're not using something like Harlow, which can regenerate her own ammo, you're gonna be in for a tough time. So this can be useful in those situations here. The elemental swapping is really nice, and one thing I want to note about the assault rifle version, I mentioned in a previous video, Harlow's ability to get infinite ammo with her crits isn't super reliable for whatever reason with this version. It will happen where sometimes you'll end up depleting your magazine even though you got a ton of critical hits off. I'm not sure what it is, but the shotgun obviously makes this a lot smoother. The other ammo swappers are okay too, just gives you more options, but the shotgun is the one that you're looking for. Otherwise, you want to find the Jacobs for general mobbing. And it gives you a nice plus 96% crit rate if you get this particular roll of it, which I think is one of the best in the game. And again, it's a random drop, which is a bit annoying. Now, in second place is the Mercredi here. This got a huge buff. This means Wednesday in French, by the way. What this does now is whenever you shoot and reload, it'll swap between different ammo modes. So you can turn it into, it's not an ammo, it's switch it into a different gun type. So you can have a shotgun version which shoots multiple projectiles, kind of like the dataless ammo swapper in a gun form. It is a dataless after all. But it's always going to come with the Atlas licensed underbarrel to have tracker darts or tracker grenades. Between the two of these, tracker darts let you shoot it on the head and get crits, so if you're not playing as Infinite Crit Harlow, that's perfect. The grenades are great for mobbing because you can hit multiple enemies there, or just makes it a little bit more forgiving with aim. We typically want to have tracker darts. Just be mindful, this has a ton of rolls. It is one of the most frustrating, and you get it from the vault cards from the Stone Demon, so the Vault X Hunter here. This is an annoying one because you're basically going to be spending all your Vault card points on just this weapon as the other ones aren't as good, but it can come with some pretty decent rolls. It can come Elemental here, which I personally prefer. I like to have the Torg with Jacobs. I think that is the best possible roll in most situations for most people. This previously was not possible to get the gun damage buffs that would not apply to this gun for whatever reason unless you had Torg parts until this was buffed, and now all of them will have it. So you can just roll with even without the Torg. You see, when you lose the Torg, it gets even more gun damage there. So this is due to it having a higher fire rate whenever you don't have Torg as the body, as Torg actually ends up having higher possible damage. You can also come with a Ripper and Jacobs here, so it is very comparable between the two of these. I like the Ripper a little bit more, but you don't find it makes a massive difference here. These would be, in my opinion, the 4 best possible rolls, but you're gonna get a lot of garbage rolls. That's just kind of the deal with this gun. It can also come with Torg stickies, Hyperion parts. You can actually get double Hyperion, which is just garbage here. But yeah, you want to look for one of these 4 here for your best possible situation. And all of these are good. And you'll see the type of gun based right beside your health bar there. So that's the SMG version. Here's the shotgun version, slower fire rate, but it shoots out more pellets there. And then here we got the pistol version, which shoots in a burst fire rate. And then whenever we swap back, it'll likely go to sniper there. So this shoots a little bit slower, heavier hitting. I like the shotgun version the best. The assault rifle and the SMG are 2 preferable ones as well. So yeah, you get a lot of different randomness from this gun. It's fun, and I think that that's what I like best about it. So here's the shotgun version of it, and yeah, you can see there it's chunking away health bars. Really nice too, so you're gonna burn through assault rifle ammo, which is one of the most plentiful in the game, but being able to turn it into this, which is much more forgiving on the ammo, is really nice. And again, this is with the Torg impacts here, which are pretty powerful, and if you're playing as Cash, this is a crazy powerful weapon for Cash to use. So I like the Torg rolls, but you can also go with the Jacobs ones here. As you can see, it's really good at ricocheting around. You don't have to worry about the splash damage hurting your team or hurting yourself, so that's great. It's a fun weapon in general. Here's the Ripper one, so you can get an idea of the fire rate on the Ripper here. This is really fast. You can also force a reload at any time, so if you want to have a particular roll, like here's the sniper with it. I'm just going to show these and not really go for maximum damage here, just to give you an idea of what this looks like. And here's the pistol version, which with a Ripper part, I would say is pretty much the worst possible case. And then we'll swap this over to SMG. Here we go. So this is, the SMG is crazy if you get infinite ammo because it shoots so fast, as you see there, and it's great for just clearing general areas. So yeah, shotgun, SMG, you name it, this is all going to be great power. So the Mercredi is a fine weapon, and one that just comes with a lot of parts. That is probably the biggest frustration on it. And yeah, this gun is just an absolute powerhouse. I really like the Mercredi here, and it's a fun one to use too. So this can be an interesting one. Again, I don't have a build that's min-max for this. I'm just more so trying to showcase these as balanced as possible so you guys get an idea of what these are all like. But yeah, whenever you see these sniper rounds, I always end up swapping and reloading pretty quickly. Same thing with pistol. I like the SMG assault rifle, and the shotgun's best. The shotgun's great because it does hit multiple projectiles there. So if you're playing as Harlow, that can be great for just being able to hit multiple targets at a time and get your confirmed confirmed with reality to trigger. There's a lot of great benefits to having that. Here's that multi-hit. So yeah, this weapon is fine, very powerful, fun to use too. If you got the Torg parts, you do have to watch out. Ooh, what is this, Pearl? I'm not sure why, but I always find the Gomi from this boss. I'm not sure what it is, but yeah, pearls drop pretty frequently. And in first place, I'm pretty sure everyone understood that this would be the #1 weapon in the game, crowsourced. This is one of the most annoying pearls in the game to farm, but is worth farming. Now, this has actually a lot of different roles. What you're looking for is the damage one. This is the best possible role for most situations. The new firmware really does shine with this, and I'll show you guys an insane build using this. But you can also see with this one, the fire rate 10.5 per second. You're going to see here, I'll compare. So this is the regular high damage, the like god roll for it. The charge rate is kind of slow for this. So you charge it up, boom. Whenever we use the fast fire rate, it charges really quickly. So you can fire this one off so much faster. So there's a lot of ways to like look at this gun. The ones that have lower DPS, like 18959, this is pretty good. That 10.5 is going to be the fastest charge rate for it. And in most situations, if you're using infinite ammo, this one ends up being a slight bit better. But for other purposes, the high damage is just crazy good. So I'll show you guys this with just my regular old Harlow build. Then I'm going to show you guys an insane setup. As you can see, it does crazy damage. This is without min-maxing. I'll show you a min-max version of this against Subjugator and Fully Invincible. It is possibly one of the craziest things to ever exist in this game. It's a powerful gun, and it's a fun one to use too. You shoot off different types of projectiles there. As you can see, some of them are like sticking onto the boss there. It also has Torg impact, so you can actually accidentally like take yourself out. That's the left of the murder. It fires random objects. And it's also a Halo 2 reference with the red text. But the new Subjugator and Thole added this firmware, which is a massive buff to this. This has a plus 10% weapon damage, plus 20% weapon charge rate, which is great on this. And when firing a charged weapon within 0.5 seconds of reaching the full charge, it increases the damage dealt by 100%. This is great because this is one of the best guns for getting bleeds off on Vex. I posted a build with this yesterday, and I'll show you guys how easy it is to clear Subjugator and Thole with this thing. So you basically want to fire that off once you get, oh, we got a good chunk of damage there. It's going to do insane damage. Like we almost shot that and killed it. Yeah, you see it right there. This is an Ultimate Vault Hunter 7. We just cleared Subjugator and Thole in a couple bursts. It's nuts. This thing is absolutely a powerhouse of a weapon here. And it's really fun to use too. Like you can just dominate with this. I'm not even elemental matching here. And we just ripped Thole a new one. It's crazy. You always want to have it reload, or you always want to have that ammo, basically, you always want to get that full charge there. I also have an order enhancement on there that lets me get free charging there, which gives it even more damage. This thing is just absurd in its power. And yeah, you're going to see it here. It just clears through all parts of this fight really quickly. And it can get you the platinum time super easy with this. And even on like a life sealed Vex here, it's just nuts. So yeah, it is strong, fun to use. The Crow Source is a powerful, powerful weapon. Even better if you throw grenades or throw like a crit knife on a target there to make sure that you can get that extra crit damage. And then the bleeds from it are insane. And we'll just go ahead and show you guys what this looks like here. So yeah, taking care of Thole really quickly. This is absolutely absurd how much damage it has here. So yeah, it is one that's really fun, especially if you have like the proper like order enhancements here, which gives even 30% more damage. You can also get those free charges where it doesn't consume ammo and you shoot it off really quickly. Just be mindful that it does have that effect there where you accidentally take yourself out because it is like counted as a Torg style weapon. So it can go. So just be mindful of that, but very powerful weapon. You can get this from the final boss of the Story Pack 1 DLC. Highly worth grabbing because it's just so insanely powerful and miles ahead of the others on this list. Let me know in the comments though your favorite assault rifle and hit the subscribe button below if you haven't already. Hope you guys all have a great day. We'll catch you in the next one.